Hey, good morning. I've restated the background. I wanted to put a little bit thicker paint on now. So I'm working on the shirt, working on my shirt. Not sure with the colors. I'm just sort of thinking about the edges at this time. Trying to figure out the edges a little bit. I won't put all those wrinkles. I'm only going to put what I think is important, and that's kind of how I like to work it. If I feel like it's not that important, I won't put it. Thinking of my drawing as well. I am thinking of my drawing. Since it's wet, I'll just soften that edge into that. For right now, I can come back and decide on how I want the edges later. But I just want to get an understanding of the edges at this point. Actually, I just want to get enough paint on here so I can make some decisions about edges and about these edges. You know, even edges on the inside, but I want to get the outside now because the paint it's wet. So I like to paint sometime wet on wet. This is just a mixture that I have of some alizarin crimson mixed with some cad red deep, a little bit of cad red light. Some of the background color is being put into the paint as well, and a little bit, and I've mixed a little bit of a violet. Sometimes I like to go to the fundamentals. So I'm thinking tints, tones, and shades here. So this is a shade. This is violet with a little bit of black, maybe some ultramarine blue in there. So sometimes it's good to go back to the fundamentals and you know, just explore from there. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm thinking of my darks right now as best I can. Hopefully I can keep this paint wet long enough so I could move it around just a little bit more. Let's. With the background, I use these big brushes. Let me show you. Oh, I got red on it. I don't want red. These are. It depends on the surface. I use brushes according to the surface. Sometimes bristle brushes work well on a linen surface, you know, on an all prime linen surface. Sometimes these surfaces, this is a cotton duck canvas that I have, but I've prepped it several times, so it's not, you know, just to make sure that that there's a strong foundation underneath this. So these brushes seems to work better for me. And this is a Aspen 10, Aspen 8, and an Aspen 10. That's what I painted the background with. I will go also big on the inside of the shirt as well with some big brushes, the same brushes. So I go in and out of big to small brushes. This is an 8. This is a Aspen 8. So I use this to let's quality check some of this stuff in here. Let's see. Okay. Just taking some of the colors I have here that I mentioned. There's a lot of warm color in my shirt, which I have my shirt here. So what I will do is pull it out at some point and maybe sit it in the corner. I wish I had a mannequin. I need to get one of those. I need to get a mannequin. Probably should put my phone on mute too. I get people calling me all the time. I probably should put my phone on do not disturb. This is a pretty tough shirt to paint, so I'll be going in and out of colors. Just trying to figure out the best way to paint it. The best colors. Let me clarify that. Sometimes you're painting, you get your thoughts are going and you don't really say what you're trying to say. I will paint and I will mix colors quite a bit until I get what I'm looking for with this shirt. I don't, this is a way that I've always painted, so I'll play around with color, explore. Back to that word again, huh? Explore, as I always do. I am dipping into just a little bit of medium. Have to decide on how warm I want my shirt to be. I can also dip into the earth tones just a little bit too, maybe some burnt sienna. I have this, also I have the background color, which I don't want to ignore it. I think to unify the painting, it'd be good if I did dip into the background color. There's a pattern to my shirt that I will put in as I go. squinting down so I can see just a little bit more. Just drawing this for right now. Starting off with a fairly big brush. And I'll taper it down in a bit because I want to hit some of these areas that I think require a smaller brush. In and out of playing with warm and cool tones in here because I'm not as sure yet. Taking the space from here to here, still drawing. I may have a little bit more space needed on this side. I think I will do that. Let's add a little bit more. I love the fact that this is wet paint back here. Allows me to just take it right into that wet paint. I'm a big guy, so I'm extending my shoulders just a bit more. I can always take it in, but so whenever I paint, always extend the planes just a bit. I extend them out a bit because I want to see just how close I can get to. Let's bring this up a little bit. See, so I extended just so I could feel what I'm feeling. You know, if I'm a big guy, then I'm gonna make myself a big guy. If I'm a small guy, then, you know, I go by that. Because sometimes photographs will have you big when you're small, smaller when you're big. So you kind of have to play with it. What I'm doing here is just lightly dusting over the background so I can see, because I have a glare. Like especially this edge right here. I don't know what was going on right there. So I pulled off of it. Oh, if you get a hair on there, make sure you take it off. Get that hair off of there. That's not wanted.